Whether you've heard about them in pop culture like movies or TV shows, or read about them in the news, pretty much everyone has heard of drug cartels and their impact in Mexico. Today I want to look at their impact on Mexico's economy, as well as come up with some ideas on how we can eliminate the problem and get Mexico to a better economic state. Cartels are defined as an association of manufacturers or suppliers with the purpose of maintaining prices at a high level and restricting competition. Think of the tech giants and gas companies here in the United States. Drug cartels are the same thing, except instead of these industries, they participate in illegal industries, such as drug trafficking, human trafficking, and the selling of arms. These illegal activities have spread to widespread corruption as well as violence in Mexico. This has had a detrimental effect on the Mexican economy, as many people are fleeing the country and coming to neighboring countries such as the United States, as well as limiting opportunities for foreign investment and starting small businesses. There are three major territories of control by Mexican cartels. The Green Territory is headed by the Sinaloan Federation, also known as the Sinaloan Cartel. The Blue Territory is controlled by the Jalisco New Generation Cartel and the Knights Templar, and the Red Territory is controlled by the Los Zetas and the Gulf Cartel. Despite their individual areas of control, all Mexican cartels are fighting over the territory near the U.S. border. The United States is the largest consumer market in the world, and the border is the best way to get guns, drugs, and people across. This is the cause for most of the corruption in Mexico, as well as most of the violence, as whoever has control of the border will ultimately have greater profits. The greatest source of profit for Mexican cartels is trafficking people into the United States. In 2021 alone, over 2 million people were caught entering the United States. At a price of $9,800 per person, that leads to profits of over $18 billion. The first step in eliminating the influence of cartels in Mexico and improving Mexico's economy is to create incentive for people to stay in Mexico by getting rid of corruption as well as the violence. Due to cartel corruption and violence, Mexico has a very middle-of-the-pack business confidence score. This means people do not feel confident starting a business in Mexico and instead go to other countries to do so. Small businesses are a great way to improve a country's economy, and Mexico could surely benefit from it. By slowing down the cartel influence or removing it, we could improve the business confidence score and more small businesses could be opened in Mexico. Cartel corruption and violence lead to Mexico having a much worse ease of doing business rank than the United States. Foreign investment is a great way to improve a country's economy, but other countries are reluctant to do business in Mexico due to the influence of the cartel. By removing or lessening the influence the cartel has in Mexico, more countries would be more willing to do business in Mexico, greatly improving their economy. The lack of small businesses and employment opportunities in Mexico due to cartel influence leads to lower average wages for the people of Mexico compared to other countries around the world. By getting rid of or limiting the cartel influence, this could create more employment opportunities for the people of Mexico, which would in turn improve Mexico's economy. Fewer labor opportunities in Mexico compared to other countries around the world leads to a great percentage of young people becoming not employed in education or training. By creating more employment opportunities in Mexico, this would lower this percentage and ultimately lead to a more educated population as well as improving Mexico's economy. Instead of attacking cartels as the supplier of illegal drugs, we should instead focus on the demand. By working on the drug epidemic in the United States and opening more rehabilitation centers and getting people clean, there would be less of a demand for illegal drugs from Mexico, and this would lower Mexican drug cartels' influence in their own country, as they would no longer be making great profits off of drug trafficking. Having foreign businesses move their offices and manufacturing plants into Mexico will create a plethora of employment opportunities and higher wages for the Mexican people. This will lessen the influence of cartels in Mexico, as less people will be willing to migrate to other countries as they now have an incentive to stay in Mexico. Improving the education system in Mexico will lead to a more intelligent population who are willing to take advantage of employment opportunities in Mexico. This will also create less people who are willing to join these criminal organizations and drastically hurt the influence of cartels in Mexico. Once the first three solutions become a reality, then it is time to strengthen the border. If crossing the border illegally becomes almost impossible, then more people will decide it's not worth it and decide to take advantage of the many employment opportunities in Mexico, putting money back into their own economy and improving the economy as a whole. Once the first four steps of the solution take place, it is now time for foreign military intervention. Due to the cartel's corruption into Mexico's politics, military, and police, it is best advised to have foreign military intervention capture and arrest the remaining cartel members. After this, it will completely get rid of their influence in Mexico and lead Mexico's economy into a bright future.